Good morning. I'm missing my sidekick here. She's off having lots of fun up in Seattle, but welcome to Bluebird Quilt Studio. We're glad that you joined us this morning. Before I start, I wanted to give a shout out to Nina, who is our camera lady and assistant extraordinaire. So she might have to be behind on this side of the camera sometime. I just wanted to tell you about a few things. First of all, it's July, right? So we, of course, are having Christmas in July. We have a whole selection of new Christmas fabrics, and during the entire month of July, Christmas fabrics are all going to be 15% off. So come in, pick up your Christmas fabrics, and you'll have plenty of time to get all of your projects made before Christmas. In addition to that, on the 31st, which is a Monday at 10 o'clock in the morning, we're going to do a Facebook Live sale. So big savings on things buying online on the 31st. So watch for more information about that coming. Handy Quilter has a new promotion coming. When you buy a long arm machine or a Pro Stitcher, you can choose from free shipping, which could be anywhere from $300 to $700 value, depending upon what machine that you purchase. Or you can choose a huge big roll of batting. So either one of those things is a special promotion when you purchase a long arm. So you can come in anytime and we'll be happy to show you all of our machines from the 15-inch all the way up to the 26-inch. Got lots of choices of beautiful Handy Quilter machines. I wanted to show you a couple of things that are new. First of all, summer, hot. I heard it was supposed to be 107 this weekend, so yuck. So we have some very cool fabrics. We have this adorable bolt of lemonade stand, ice cream, all things summery, and to me it just screamed that it needed to be put in a table runner. So here's a cute little table runner. Real quick and easy to do with a half a yard of this print and a fat quarter bundle and some three-dimensional Prairie Point little pinwheels. So we'll have that here. You can look at it up close when you come in. So there are several coordinates in the lemonade fabrics. They're pretty cute and cool. So this is a new kit that's just come in. We have this line of fabric right over here. The thing that is different about this kit is that all of the pieces are cut. It's all ready to sew. No cutting involved. You can see these are squares. Those are already cut out. It's not just chunks of fabric. So that's a really big time saver.
So Marilyn, could you call that sit and stitch?
I could call it sit and stitch, yes. That's perfect because you don't have to stand and cut. You can just sit and stitch. This fabric right here that shows is the backing. So this kit even includes backing, which is pretty cool.
Flip it around again. There we go.
It's pretty cute. Looks kind of argyle plaid, but all made with squares. Super easy. Just putting squares together. We have some classes coming up. One of the things that's coming up, these are mostly in August and September since July is already pretty busy. So I'm going to be teaching an ice dyeing class. You can do something as big as a 54-inch square for a tabletop or a center of a quilt. You can dye fat quarters, you can dye all kinds of different sizes, and we'll do several different techniques of ice dyeing. So that's coming up on the 2nd of August. In September, we're doing the barn block painting class again. Some of you have seen some of the big wooden blocks, quilt blocks that are up on buildings outside. These barn blocks you can choose from either a 1-foot square, which is perfect for on a shed or in your sewing room. They don't have to go outside. The 2-foot square works great. I have one up on the peak of my garage, and it looks really great. So Kathy Treadway is going to be coming and she's from Baker City, and she's going to come and teach a class. It will be a class on Friday and an additional class on Saturday. So those are the 22nd and the 23rd. If you're interested in any of the classes, you can comment below, or you can simply call the shop and we'll give you more details and get you signed up. Another class that's coming, it will be coming probably in September. Nina's going to be teaching this. This is a darling little purse. It's got a pocket inside, fabric is quilted, and it's got the long strap so that you can wear it like this. So when you're traveling, your wallet, your passport, everything is really close by you, or you can also wear it on your hip and around your waist. So it's an adjustable strap, so you can make it work for you however you like. Really, really cute. Nina's going to be teaching that. We'll let you know when we have dates available for that class.
And anybody interested in that, call the shop, say they want to do let's call it the fanny pack crossbody. Get your name and phone number so I can create a list and then get back to you when I know when it's going to be.
Right. So that way you'll get specific information when we have more information. So let us know if you're interested. It's really, really cute. I think I might have to make one. Okay. So last week, Shirley and I mentioned some different tips for doing applique. So I just want to follow up with that. And I want to give you a tip that I actually learned from Paula. Paula is one of our long-arm quilters and shop employees, and she's the one that taught me this technique. So I just wanted to show you how this works. You don't need a lot of things. This is liquid starch.
I'm going to come a little closer. Hang on one moment so I can zoom in on what you're going to be doing. There we go. Got it.
All right, so we have a little bit of liquid starch. This was just a little that Paula brought me, and it's lasted a really long time. You're going to need freezer paper. So freezer paper is you can buy this where you get foil or saran wrap at the grocery store. It's just a paper that is shiny on one side, has a wax surface. So we're going to be using this to make our templates. The way to make a freezer paper template is you trace your pattern, whatever shape it is that you're going to be appliquing, onto one layer on the paper side of the freezer paper. And then you cut squares or whatever shape you need out of the freezer paper and stack them up, ironing them to each other. So one piece of freezer paper, another piece of freezer paper, another piece of freezer paper, up to 6.
Oh, wow.
And then the last one, the one that you do on the top, is the one that you've traced your design on. That makes a nice stiff template.
Wow. I've done it before with just 2, but 6 is much nicer.
It depends on how many of that shape you're going to be making. If you're going to make just 1 or 2, then 2 layers is probably just fine. Can you plug me in?
Yep. You got that?
All right. We do need an iron, and I forgot to plug the iron in before I started talking, so my fabulous assistant is going to do that for me. So once after you have all of your layers done for your template, then you're going to cut it out on the line. This was a gourd that I did for a fall applique. There, you can do any kind of shape. You're just going to be cutting it out afterwards. There's the pumpkin that goes with the gourd. Okay. So that you have a nice rigid template. Then you're going to take your fabric and lay it right side down, and you're going to take whatever shape you're going to be making, and you're going to find the shiny side, and you're going to iron it to the wrong side of your fabric. I don't know if the iron's hot enough, but we'll give it a try. There we go. So that's the fabulous part about freezer paper, is that it sticks to the fabric. Then you're going to take some scissors and you're going to cut approximately 1/4 of an inch on the outside of your template. I don't need to cut it all the way around. You can obviously know how to do that. And then here's where the fun part comes. I'm going to be using the liquid starch. If you have spray starch, you can still do the same thing, just spray it into onto a lid, like a Tupperware lid, something like that, and so that you get some of it collected. Don't try spraying it directly onto all of this because you'll get your template all wet. Then we're going to take a little paintbrush. Just bought a cheap little one, probably came from the dollar store. And I'm going to paint a little bit of starch around the outside. And I work in kind of small areas because if I went all the way around, it might get too dry before I'm ready to use it. Then I simply use my fingers to pull this edge up, push it with the edge of the iron, and because it has the starch on it, it will stick right there to my template. Okay, see how that is? Okay, once it's cool, I'm not going to leave my template in there. That's the nice thing. I can use this template over and over and over again if I'm going to be making lots of them. And then I'm going to, once it's cool, I want to wait till it's cool, I can just peel the template and put it right back where it is. Give it another little press. And it's ready to applique onto my piece of fabric. There you can see that nice smooth edge.
Turn that there.
It's not, it doesn't get real stiff, but the starch holds that edge nice and crisp. So I hope that helps. If you are wanting to do applique either by hand or machine, and this can be stitched down either way. It's not too stiff for hand stitching, and it holds nice and smooth for machine stitching. So whatever your preference for applique is, that should help. So next week we'll have a different applique tip so that we can give you some more options for that particular quilting technique. Thank you so much for joining us. We are so glad that you did, and we look forward to seeing you in the shop.